What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 23 different altcoins today at the request of you, the viewers. If anybody has any requests, feel free to leave them in the comments. I do request 3 times a week on videos like this. I just kind of cram them all together. I've got more requests than just altcoins today. We've got stocks, grayscale trust, crypto stocks to talk about as well. But let's get it started. I'm going to try to be short and concise with all of these TAs on all these coins. We're going over 23 altcoins, so let's get started. We're going to talk about Curve, CRV, Compound, Turbo, SwiftCoin, CGPT, Lunacy, Luna Classic, SMT, XCN, Algorand, WASSIE, Andy, Bluezell, Spirax, PYI, Kusama, Boomer, ELMO, ALCX, Dogecoin, AEVO, Litecoin, VET, VET, HBAR, and that's it. That's the list of requests. So we'll be giving shout outs to the people who were the first to request these coins. If you've requested any of these coins and I'm not giving you a shout out, it's not because I hate you. It's not because I don't see you. It's because if I go through this whole list and then I give a shout out to every person that does every single request, you guys, it's going to be 10 minutes before I get into the video. So let's get started. We're going to do it here. I'm going to pause the music, and here we go. If you could hit that like button and subscribe, it's very much appreciated. If not, it's okay. It's completely fine because you're still watching the video, which gives me views, and I appreciate that nonetheless. So anyways, one last shill to the like button there, and let's get this started. So relative high to low here, you are at the bottom of your accumulation range, so arguably, debatably, while this might be one of the more bearish looking charts in crypto right now, because most charts are not at the bottoms of their accumulation ranges, it's at a fair price to buy. You're at the lows of this end, you're probably going to go up, and whenever it comes time to break out, at these prices here, you could see dramatically higher prices in a very short amount of time. Let's look at the weekly RSI, checking it out. It looks fine to me. I think it looks fine. I do think you found your low. This week's nice right now, right? You've got a bullish engulfing candle. We have 3 days left. Let's look at the daily here. Daily's looking constructive. I do think you want to continue up, so let's assume that if you're going to continue up, looking at it on the current fib range here, I would expect you're going to make a move soon up to about 51 cents. You're at 46.80 right now. And once you break above 51 cents, the next move would take you up to 62 to 67 cents, somewhere in there, and then beyond, inevitably. But 50 cents, and once you do well with that, we can talk about the 60s. But until then, I think you're going to be doing it soon. I think it's going to happen over the coming weeks, honestly. So relative to like the immediate term, could you go down a little bit? I think that was your low, man. I think that was it. You're moving up from here. So that's CRV. That was at the request of Mischiefism, my friend. We did that one for you. Compound at the request of John Speed. I got to remember to do these shout outs along the way. Compound is next. Compound hit a low recently at about $55. Everything kind of took a dump today, didn't they? Maybe it was because of the ETH news. I don't know. ETH mayhems. Maybe there was a bit of a false narrative that the ETF would get denied, or maybe it's because it got approved. I don't know why, but crypto seemed to take a little shakeout dump earlier today, or I guess yesterday. Anyways, let's look at Compound here. Looking very constructive on your daily RSI as well. I love the weekly RSI. I think it looks perfect. 4-hour RSI looks decent. Pretty neutral, but definitely to the bullish effect. Assuming that you're moving up, and I do assume that you're moving up, relative high to low here, we're looking like we're going to break this little consolidation phase, I would assume, to the upside, and where we're going to go is around $74 to $79. We can expect that if we can close above $63. $63 is not a line based on the fibs. It's just a line in the sand that I've drawn over time with this, so I know 63 to be a significant level. So when we break above $63, not just move above it, but close above it. When we break above 63, we can expect to see $74 to $79 in a very short amount of time. Again, I would assume this happens over the coming weeks. It could happen by the end of this week, over the next 3 days, but I would expect, if not by the end of this week, by the end of next week, we'll be above $70. For Compound's looking good. And if it's not next week, then the week after. It's going to be soon. It's going to be the way the daily RSI looks. It's going to be soon, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice. I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. So just keep that in mind. Turbo at the request of Flower Child. We're going to look at it on MEXC. Yes, it is. It is going turbo Turbo, 48% yesterday, 26% the day before. You are up, let's see, from a low point in the beginning of this month to the high point. You're up 6x already this month. Beautiful. Good job for anybody holding this coin. I think it's a meme coin, right? Looking nice. This kind of looks like a 3 bearish drives pattern. I wonder if it is. Let's just check real quick, okay? If it is, it'll match the fibs perfectly. I'll show you what I mean. So high to low, went up to the 1272, 1414 area. Okay, cool. That's not the high. Come on now. And here you've actually broken above that. It could be a 3 bearish drives. It is possible, but generally speaking, you would have expected to see the exact same fib extension move there, of which we did not see. So it could be, but I mean, you do have bearish divergence technically, or I guess you don't actually. So as long as you close here or higher, you don't have bearish divergence. But to be fair, sometimes with charts like this, it's when you negate that bearish divergence, right? It's when you negate it that you find your high, right? The week before, I guess that is when we negated it, and then the following week we topped. So we could be finding a high soon. Let's just see. Very, very bullish on the daily RSI, you guys. This is what I talk about. If you ever hear me talk about the bounces off this overbought zone, it's normally a good thing. Normally, but not always. You are at an area, it seems, that you've found resistance before, right? Pretty damn close to that. We don't have too much history to go off of, so maybe we can look at the 4 hour to get some more. Man, it just all looks so strong, doesn't it? Less volume on this 4 hour, so I think you've seen the majority of this move. It could continue to bleed upwards. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you're right at the 1618. If it bleeds up, it's going to be by a little bit. I would be surprised if you went too much higher than 0.003, but you could. I mean, who knows? With things like this, it could go full monkey, man. But looks like you're finding resistance at a previous area of resistance, which corresponds with this 1618 as well. So I bet you do. You're probably at a top area. Don't hold me to it, right? But that's just my assumption. Man, every single time frame, the RSI just looks so good. Like, it really does. You're not showing signs of weakness on all of them. I'm just going based off of the price simply and the volume that's making me think. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were to continue moving higher. This might not be a high in the same sense as like these highs were. Perhaps you do continue to move higher, but in the short term, perhaps you move down to 0.00224, somewhere in there, or 0.002 itself, somewhere in this range. If you can find support here, as long as you're holding above there, then yes, I would think you move up immediately. If not, you could expect to see prices down at 0.0015 and or lower. So that's turbo. Looking good, but potentially at a topping area is my thoughts, or very near it if it's not there. Swift for MoL, Swift coin. Looking at it on Coinbase here. Let's look at the daily. Yes, we went down. We went down to right around 0.004. Love to see it. I think I did, and I have thought for a while that this coin would go lower, but being that everything else is so bullish right now, and it didn't go lower in the time that I thought it would, your daily RSI is looking fine in my opinion. Weekly RSI also looks fine. That might have been it, guys. You're probably near the low points. The targets that I was calling for, which were just a little bit lower, right? I say a little bit, but 0.0034 or somewhere around there, I feel like that was a target area. I think we can relinquish that at this point. I think you have found your low, and you're probably getting ready to move up any day now, any week now. As far as when, that's not as easy to say. But the reason also, besides just like the previous closing high right there, this 382 lines up with that. So it wouldn't be crazy to go down there, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not the low to take. Maybe this is the low to take. I wonder, in which case that's actually a bullish look. You reached for your 382, you couldn't quite get it. I don't know. Daily RSI looks fine to me. I think you are getting ready to move up, and when you move up, if we're looking at it as that relative high to low here, we can expect to see, when you react positively with about half a cent there, you can see 0.0065 to 0.0069 or 0.007 or potentially higher. And ultimately, when you break this consolidation phase, I think we're looking for higher prices around a cent to 1.5 cents, and you're at less than a half cent now. So Swift coin looking bullish. It's just a matter of when that happens. These prices could be seen in the middle of June or later, right? They don't have to happen now, but I mean, if you were to move up kind of in a straight line like that, that would actually be in the middle of June. So unless you get some ridiculous pump, which you have seen before, but maybe not that big, but still. Anyways, that's Swift coin looking good. I think you found your low. Perfect time to DCA and accumulate. Just wait. It's going to pump at some point, probably soon over the coming weeks. That's my assumption. CGPT. Did I write the wrong one down? Oh, this is going to mess with the flow. Is it just GBT? Let me see here. Hold on, guys. Let me just write CGBT down. Nothing. I have CGBT written down here. Let me check real quick in the requests. I don't normally do this, but I say that and I've been doing that lately. Yeah, WS99. WS99. You said, would I review CGPT, not GBT? Okay, CGPT. Ah, that's why we figured it out. Okay, chain GBT. Okay, GPT, that's what it is. My bad, my bad. Okay, WS99, we got you. We got you, bro. All right, looking at this here on the weekly, low to high, right at your 382. Beautiful move. I think that's the low in itself. Looking good on the daily RSI. Yeah, I think very similar to the last chart that we just looked at. Just more definitive, I would say. And a lot of these charts are going to be similar, of course. When you have a positive reaction with 30 cents, you're at 24.4 now. When you have a positive reaction with that, we can expect 37 cents to 40 cents to come in very soon. And then ultimately, you're looking to make a move up higher to around 73.8 to $1.05, somewhere around there for your next local high move, and potentially beyond. Absolutely, you could go potentially beyond. Look at the relative high to low here. Just fell shy of that 1272. Maybe this is the high to take, in which case you actually hit it. So yeah, you look good. You know what? I really do like it. I think you are. Over the weeks, over the months, you're probably going to move up to about $1.12 or beyond, man. I mean, you really could be making a move right now up to $2. There are price targets that line up on both these fibs. So you're looking good. Looking good on CGPT. That might be the winner, man. I might be calling it early, but WS99, I need to start marking them. That way I don't forget, because I go over so many of them, and a lot of these charts I'm looking at for the first time. That could be the winner of the. I always announce a winner. Which one I think is going to do the best in the short term. That doesn't mean that it will. That's just my personal opinion. There are plenty of times where I announce a winner and it doesn't do the best. It's not that it does bad. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't mean anything other than just a source of pride for the person who won. All right, that's that. Lunacy. We're talking about Lunacy. Luna Classic on sure crypto, whatever. We don't need volume for this. It looks fine. Maybe we shouldn't use crypto. Maybe we should use like Binance actually. Yeah, daily looks fine. I mean, it's probably wanting to move up to. How much higher does it go? I don't know. Being that it is Luna Classic, will it see new highs? It could. You're breaking above your 382 now, holding above it for 2 days. I would expect your next move down or up to about 30155 to 3017, somewhere in that area. You probably do find turbulence there, so that's your next immediate move. You probably come down. Maybe over the weeks, over the months, you work up to 0.0036 or 0.0056, somewhere in that area. But for now, let's focus on that 0.0. Sorry, I said 0.00. I meant 3036, 3056. The more immediate targets would be 3015, 3017. You're at 30114 right now, so that's Lunacy. At the request of Mr. Party Boy, that's for you, my friend. SMT is the next one for Let's Go. Swarm Markets is the name. Nice little double bottom, bro. That is a beautiful look right there. It's kind of like an atom and atom, actually. That is a really nice look, I gotta say. I like the daily RSI. You did reject the overbought zone, but that's okay so long as you can find support either here at the 60, which would mean today you would need to bounce, or somewhere down here at the 50. If not, you're going all the way down to the 40, and if you can't hold support there, that could make this a busted move, in which case you're actually going lower. But I do like it so far. I do think that you're in a good spot right now. High to low, relatively speaking. You're holding support above the 382. You look really good. I would just like to see you bounce from this area. If it's not today, which I think it would be preferable if it was today, but if not today, don't go lower than where you are, really. Like hang around here and then start to move up higher the next day or over the coming days. But let's look at the 4 hour real quick. I think you'll move up. I think you'll move up today, man. If not today, by the end of this week, I think you will. The next target would be 95 cents to $1.03. You're at 76 cents now. Inevitably, I do believe you'll see $1.83 to 20 or $2.58 over the coming weeks to months. Probably sometime in June is my thoughts. If not sometime in July. But SMT looking good as well. Man, if it wasn't for CGPT or CGPT, this one could be a winner, but let's see. Let me just look real quick. CGPT. Yeah, I think CGPT might see more growth, but this one also looks pretty good. We do need that bounce from here. We need that confirmation that we're finding support. Right now, it does look really productive. I bet you do, but there does run the chance that, if you were to reject this level, you could see prices lower than this low. I don't think you will, but you could. So just hold this line and move up from here. We want to see some positive reactions over the coming days. That'd be nice. To close out this week, that'd be nice. Maybe let's go. If you could request this again on Sunday or for Sunday or maybe even Tuesday of next week, I think that would be nice to see. So we get the close and then a little bit of next week's price action too. XCN is the next one. XCN, one of my favorites on this list for Bryant James. Bryant, we're talking about this one for you. Very neutral, absurdly neutral on the daily time frame RSI, but look at the price. Of course, it's neutral. It looks like we are slowly breaking this like resistance. You can see if I'm like drawing to the highs, it just curves. So I think we are going to break upwards. We're just moving sideways right now. There's no volume coming in. This is a form. People say whenever you break out of a pattern, you either have to break out up or down. But and this would be your pattern, right? This kind of like consolidation here. But you can move sideways. It's less common, but it does happen. And you'll just kind of move sideways until volume comes in, which hopefully will be any day now. If we look at this thing on the weekly, we kind of zoom out. You're hovering on the 50, looking nice, holding higher lows. If we look at the relative high to low here, looking somewhat constructive. I would expect you to continue to move. Once you do get above 0.00323, you'd probably move to 0.00587 pretty fast. You're at 0.002 now. Over the coming days, you might just continue to move sideways, but over the weeks and months, I would expect this thing to see higher highs, relative higher highs, which could be about 190% growth. If not, I would think 190% growth. You could even do more than that. You could see something like that, but I'm not calling for that. Let's keep it grounded at about half a cent, 0.6 of a cent, something like that. XCN looking fine, just maybe boring for the time being, but until it's not. And that could be it could be today, it could be next week, it could be the week after. How long it's going to move sideways for. That's up to the market to decide, I suppose, or the manipulators out there that are manipulating everything. Algorand for money toes. He's got money on his toes, man. He clips his toenails, and it's actually worth more than its weight in gold. It's great. Money toes. How much are your feet picks? All right, Algorand here. Let's see. That's probably what it is. Money toes. I bet Money toes is a female, and they sell feet picks. That's what it is. If I'm wrong, hit that like button. Hit that like button, you guys. All right, let's see here. 382. I keep clearing my throat because I don't know why, guys. It's just part of my life now. But let's see. Lower lows, higher lows. I really do like it. I think you are going to move up. You're probably going to move past this 382 and up to the 61869 over the coming weeks and months. That would be a 75 to 96 cent target. You're at about 1822 now. That's awesome, man. Good job. Yeah, that's some solid gains in a relatively short amount of time. It might not happen in June or July, but potentially by the end of Q3 you could be up here, and if not earlier. Let's just look here. Let's kind of get an assumption on how fast you can move from low to high there, right? If you were to put this at your, come on now, buddy, I'm grabbing the white line, low to high. That would take you here. You're not really moving up at that same trajectory though, so it's kind of like, I don't know, something like that maybe. Yeah, that'd be in August. It might not happen. It might be by the end of this year that you move up there. But all in all, I do think you're looking like you want to hit that 75 to 96 range. And you can move faster than this. You absolutely can move faster than this. I want to look at the daily. Daily looks good. Yeah, I do think you're moving up higher. The more immediate time frames over the coming days to the coming weeks, I would look for about 24 to 25 cents. I know that's not as exciting, but still good, still up. And then 41 to 54 cents over the days and weeks to come, probably. Algorand. WASSIE. I don't know if this is... Yeah, I'm going to have to use a DEX probably, but let's just see. Okay, there we go. We can use this, I suppose. This one is for Bryant James as well. WASSIE, we're talking about this for you, friend. Looking good. Looking pretty good. Looking like some of these, right? 1618 hit, holding the 618. Isn't that great? I love this, man. When you go from the golden extension to the golden ratio itself, you're holding it as support. I would say you are. Yes, you closed below, but dude, you're holding it as support. You're holding the 50 as support as well. You got a lot of good things going for you down here. The RSI is at 100. You can't be more bullish. The RSI is broken, guys. Don't weigh in on this. How are you at 100 and you're right here? Sometimes that happens. I don't know why. TradingView's got a glitch or something, and it happens to Dex Screener too, but I have no reason for it. It's a phenomenon. So we're going to get rid of that. All in all, you moved up to your 1618 last time. If you were to do that this time, that would actually not necessarily be a good thing because you would have a 3 bearish drives pattern, but that could be a place of expectation. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros, 3, 7, 8, 9. It's either 7 zeros or 6 zeros. However many zeros that is. Let's see. You're going to get rid of a 0 here. You're at, so that's like a 10x, dude. Yeah, you're looking to 10x. Dude, what is this? All right, I lied. We might have a winner here, you guys. Bryant James might be the winner. I'm going to put a little star there, man. Wow. That, if it happens, you know, this is probably a low cap coin. I actually want to take a look at this real quick. WASSIE. Oh, it's a meme coin. Of course it is. And it came out back in 2023. Okay, so it's been around for a little bit. I don't like that. Maybe CoinMarketCap has more information. If you hear 10x in a very short amount of time, just so you know, that does not mean put your life savings into it. If you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time, you should put a small amount of money because high risk, high reward, right? That high reward comes with high risk. This is a very low cap coin, low liquidity. If you put a large amount of money in, there's no guarantee you'll be able to get it out, even if it achieves high prices because of liquidity purposes or stuff like that, you know. Being that it's on a DEX or it's only like really available through DEXs, you might have a hell of a time getting out of it, but let's see. Self-reported circulating supply. See, CoinMarketCap hasn't verified it. That's why CoinGecko doesn't have it either. So assuming this isn't a rug pull scam, then it might be. So a winner with a head of caution potentially. I don't know if I'll announce this as the winner, but it probably will stand to gain the most if it does well. But let's just see. Is there anything else we can look at? I don't know. I don't like that I can find the max supply. The market cap here is reported to be about 4 million based off of what WASSIE reports. But CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko do not have that verified. That doesn't mean that it's a scam. There are plenty of projects that start off unverified and then they get verified. It's just, you know, maybe they haven't been verified because it was so irrelevant. But it looks good for what it's worth right now. It looks pretty good. Let's see what the volume is. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's legit or not. I'm not going to do the math on that, but yeah, it looks like it wants to do a 10x or more. I mean, the minimum target from here would be a 10x. The 1618 being hit again, that'd be a 21x. So, what do you want from me, man? It looks good. It looks really good, but with a heavy spoon of caution, a heavy word of caution. Do not hear me say it looks good and be like, I'm going to sell my car and put all my money into this. Because it could just as easily, coins like this could any day. And I'm not saying that it will. I'm not trying to downgrade this. You know, you never know. It is crypto. This could be a legit project and then there's a fault in the code. Somebody exploits it and it's nothing wrong with the project. It's just wrong with the code, you know. But if everything goes according to plan, yes, a 10 to 20x in... I mean, what? This happened over the course of, let's just see real quick. I just can't seem to move past this one, can I? From low to high, that took 14 weeks. From low to high, that took 5 weeks. So that's quite the range, isn't it? From low here, you've already moved 6 weeks. So I mean, assuming 14 weeks, it could happen by July, guys. That's a very short amount of time. Andy is the next one. Andy USD. Andy, looking bearish. Looking bearish. I wonder, is this the right one? Is this the one that you were wanting me to talk about? Or is it this one? Is it the same? These are different. I'm going to use the DEX because the one before was a DEX coin and you requested these together. If I'm wrong, Mr. Party Boy, I'm sorry, it's not Mr. Party Boy, it's Bryant James. Please let me know in the comments and just correct it for me. I'll rectify the situation on the next request video. Looking good, looking like you want to continue to move higher. Yes, volume's coming in, I like it. You're looking like you want to move to 3 zeros too. You're at 4 zeros 965 right now, so decent gains in a short amount of time. 3 zeros 2 to 3 zeros 32 is on the table right now, and potentially beyond. This is probably a low cap meme coin as well. You never know with stuff like this. Andy, I don't know which Andy it's referencing to, but it's clearly a meme coin about somebody named Andy. So that's that. Looking good as well. Blue Zell is the next one. This is at the request of We Them People. I know a lot of people have requested Blue Zell and they want a more in-depth video than what I'm going to provide now. They have questions because of this drop here. I have not bought. I said I was going to, but I decided to wait a little bit because we have interacted with this area so much. I just thought, you know, maybe we could reject this area, and we didn't quite close above these lows. So thinking about buying here. I've almost pulled the trigger a couple times today. I almost pulled it down here. I literally actually had my phone out and I had the buy order set and it just started moving up. When it was below 26 cents, I'm like, I might buy here, but then it started moving above 26 cents, so I kind of chickened out, but I still might buy at these prices. I just haven't decided. I will let you guys know if I do. Bullish divergence forming, but it's not confirmed until we have a green day. So that's, you know, we got 19 hours, 54 minutes left. That's a lot of time to go. 4 hour, it doesn't really have bullish divergence. It actually kind of looks bearish. I would assume that it would want to go down, but being that it's Blue Zell, every time I call for it to go down, it goes up. So just be aware of that. Closed right at your 1618. It's just in this weird area. This chart is so weird, man. Blue Zell is weird in itself, but I think it will do well. Holding the 236, I don't know, man. I'm kind of assuming it holds this area and it will just be trapped in this area forever and it will never do anything. No, whenever it decides to, we will see a move. When we break this zone, we're going to go above $1, maybe even above $2 in a very short amount of time. It's just when. So as far as now, yes, I think you found a relative low. The 4 hour does look a little bit bearish, so you could go a little bit lower. The 1 hour even would agree with that. It wouldn't be crazy if you went a little bit lower, but will you go lower than that low? Will you go lower than about 25.5 cents? I don't know. I don't think so, but you could go lower than 26.4 cents, potentially even lower than 26 cents, but lower from here nonetheless. But over the coming days and weeks, I think you will work your way up higher. That's at the request of We Them People. I think I already said that actually. SPA, Spirax for the same person at 1.31 cents right now. Looking at it on the daily, your RSI is pretty well. I feel like it sounds like I have a tick whenever I do that, right? I go like, because it's always at the beginning of a new coin. But the reason why is because I can feel it. I can feel the phlegm like building up or like whatever it is in my throat. I'm sorry, this is a little bit too much information, but I don't smoke. I haven't smoked anything in like almost a year. I've never smoked cigarettes, but what I'm trying to say is, and that might sound bad, I've never done anything harder than marijuana, okay, and some psychedelics in my life, but I haven't smoked marijuana in almost a year. I haven't smoked crack or anything, okay? That's for other people, not me. No offense to the crackheads out there. You know we love you. Back to the main topic here. I don't remember what I was going to say, but it looks fine right now. Oh yeah, I was saying that when I'm getting toward the end of a coin, my throat is already there to clear, but I'm just like persevering to the next one, and then I clear my throat. So I feel like each coin I get a little, and it might seem like a repetitive kind of like tick, but it's not intentionally, at least. I guess ticks aren't intentional, are they? But it's not a tick, I promise. Too much time talking about irrelevant matters. Anyways, It's just annoying to me, man. I wonder if it's annoying to you guys, but it's really annoying to me. I will literally restart videos because I have to clear my throat so many times. You guys, it's maddening when that happens. But as far as the 4 hour goes, it's weird. It kind of looks bearish. You might go down today, right? The daily looks fine. I do think that you're going to move up higher. I think you're looking to make a move up to about 1.56 cents and then inevitably up to around 2 cents when you have a good reaction with that. But I would expect, based off the way it looks, that you either hold kind of resistance here. You might pull back to your 236 and then move up. It could be sometime in the middle of next month that you see these 2 cent prices or around there. Or you might break above the 382 and consolidate for a little bit and then move up again. So a little bit of time, but all in all, you're moving up toward 2 cents is my thoughts. I think you have found your low. That's SPA, PYI. For Lowenhers, I don't know, is it Lowenhers or is it I own hers? Because I thought about it. The capital I also looks like a lowercase l on a lot of things. So PYI, hold on. Yes, I cleared my throat there. It was a loud one though. 3.67 cents right now on MEXC. CoinX, nope, we're going to use MEXC. I don't know, man. Okay, to be fair, the daily RSI looks pretty productive. It does. I do like it. Will you go lower? You could. You absolutely could, but it does look like you're getting near the ends of that area. If that is your low, we could assume to see a move, in the immediate terms to around 5.55 cents, if not up to about 7.5 cents. You're at 3.67 cents right now. But let's look at the 4 hour real quick to get a gauge. I would say you move lower first. You really could move lower than this low, so in which case those targets would change. Let's just see how it goes. This thing's looking boring right now. It'll be boring until it's not. I've got really no real way to kind of, I guess right here, this would be our best way. Yeah, if you can break above 4.16 cents on a daily, if you can close above it, not just move above it, but close above it, I would consider this the low. If not, you're going lower. Look for 3 cents to be your low, somewhere around there. If not, 2.747 cents to be your low. That's PYI. Kusama is KSM. KSM on Coinbase. At the bottom of its, in this consolidation phase, it's actually at the middle of it, but it's at the bottom of this move here. Daily RSI looking productive. I do think this thing wants to move higher. Relative high to low, I would say, yeah, you're looking like you want to move up to around 35 bucks. I would bet you have a positive interaction with that area. You've already reacted with it once, so the odds of you breaking through it are good. You could break above it and then consolidate and then continue to move higher, but at any rate, the real area that I'd look for is this $43 to $46 area. You're at $30.64, so yeah, I think it looks good for that move there. Yeah, you look good. I mean, inevitably probably higher, but that's my thoughts. KSM. I swear that's a radio station. Boomer on. We're not going to use Poloniex, unfortunately. Shout out to Justin Sun, but we're not going to use Poomer. Sorry, we're not going to use Poloniex. You did say you wanted it on base, right? I feel like I remember you saying that actually. For Galsane, I don't know. I think it's Galsane. Coming to the end of this consolidation phase, it actually looks really nice. Will you break to the upside? I would hope so. If not, you're looking like you want to move down to about 1.17 cents. You're at 3.1 cents now, so hopefully you don't break this to the downside. Hopefully you do continue to move higher. How will you know if you're moving up or down? Well, you'll know when it happens. From high to low, if you can break above 5.2 cents, I would say you're good for about 8.9 cents to 14 cents or higher. You're at 3 cents now, so those are some decent gains. However, if you break below, I would say, yeah, if you break below about 2.2 cents, you're probably moving down to 1.17 cents. So that's a big range. You'd be at a hefty loss at 2.2 cents from the current price, but still, that's the best that I got for you, honestly. And really 2.6 cents should scare you if you lose that level. So hopefully you don't even flirt with that. Hopefully you just move up from here. Time will tell. But being that it's kind of meme season right now, I would give it to the bulls that you probably do move higher. So those are the areas to watch for, but that's the best that I got for you on this one. ELMO is the next one. We're hitting the memes right now. It's the meme segment of the video. ELMO volume. What? It was something else though, wasn't it? ELMO CTO. What was it, man? Damn, I should have wrote that down. This might be on me. This is at the request of Wolf Games channel. Bro, if I mess this up, I'm sorry, but let's just see if I can find you. Let me see. Ah, we're close. I'm close on the comments, but you just got it. All right, there we go. ELMO ERC. Okay, well, what about on here? ELMO ERC. There we go. Okay, we got it. Low to high, 618, 69 area hit. Beautiful, bullish engulfing candle on this week with 19% up. The volume is weird, I will say, but let's look at the daily. Looking fine. Yeah, I think you look productive. You've probably found your low and you're looking like you want to move up higher. That's my thoughts. So where's the next more immediate move over the coming days going to take you? To 0.007, maybe even all the way up to 1 cent, 1.3 cents, somewhere in that area, but at least 0.007. I would expect that you move up here, have a positive reaction with it. Either you reject it and then you move up, or you break above it and hold it as support, which is kind of what I would expect, and then you move up here. But you might just tear right through it and go up to 1 to 1.3 cents, 1.1 to 1.3 cents. That is the goal. But ELMO looking good, I would say. Yeah, I think so. ALCX, Alchemix, right? For Wolf Games as well. Alchemix. What a pump, and then a dump. Somebody fat fingered that one, right? That was just a stop loss hunt right there. Looking good on the daily, really good on the daily actually. I think so. Weekly looks fine as well. Yeah, you look great, dude. You're in this accumulation phase of a lifetime here. You're gonna move. You're gonna do well. Let's see, where are you at? Maybe I'm cracking. No. Can we look at crypto? Let me get this here. Hold on. There we go. Assuming that that's a relative high to actually take it from. I don't know the history of this thing, but yeah, oh yeah, that looks respected. That looks very respected. So when this thing decides to get going, I mean, you're at 26 bucks, man. 125 to 168 is on the line, right? But you got to break above 48 first. So I guess you're at 26. Let's look for $48. See how you're doing. On the daily, it does look like you want to work your way up there, but it could take weeks. It could take weeks. You could be well into June before you get up to this area. Will you have a positive reaction? I hope so, because if you do, it could be another month or two until you see that price above 120 to 170, somewhere in that area. That's ALCX. Looking good. Dogecoin for Chris Wild Fong. The Wild Fong himself, you guys. He's in the house today. I think you got the best name, bro, out of all of them. Everybody here, you guys have great names. All of you do. John Speed. I don't know if I gave a shout out to you for Compound. And if I didn't, I'm sorry, but we're giving you a shout out now, John Speed. Though you might not be watching the video now since your crypto already got talked about. But if you are, just know I love you. But no, I like Wild Fong. That's just, it's unique. I don't even know what that is, but it's fun to say. What is a Wild Fong? Americanized form of German Wild Fang. Nickname from Middle High German Wildman stranger, denoting a person who was not a member of the community. Ho-ho. So you're an outlier. You're the black sheep. You're Chris, the black sheep, the Wild Fong. I think that's what it means, right? Like you're the X Factor. I don't know. Something like that. Dogecoin. Anyways, Dogecoin. Getting back to the task at hand here. Looking bullish as well on the daily. I would expect that you move a little bit higher, but I don't think you're going to take out this high, personally. Yeah, you can move up to about 17.8 to 18.8 cents. You're at 15.9 cents now, so somewhere around there. And then you'll probably work your way down. That's my thoughts for Doge. That'll probably happen over the coming days and weeks. AEVO. AEVO. I want to look at Doge real quick on the weekly too, actually. If I'm wrong, if you tear through this area, if you don't reject the area I was talking about, you might be making a move up to 27 to 34 cents over the coming weeks and months. That is a nice area to hold for support, to be completely fair. That actually is a really nice area to hold for support, but it goes against this narrative that I have in my head about Doge. I really do think that it's going to work its way back down, but time will tell. So if I'm wrong on that, maybe 27 cents to 34 cents, that's your bullish cause for Doge if I'm wrong. AEVO for Matt J. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nope. This, just so you know, is a coin that nobody should buy, probably. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. It came out in March, so I don't know enough about it, but let's just look real quick on CoinGecko. $96 million market cap. I don't know, man. It's a low cap coin. It could do well. I don't know anything about it. It's too new to really do TA on it. I don't like the chart for what it's worth. I don't like it. The daily is showing some positive signs, I suppose. Your next task would be to break above $1.10, $1.11. You're at 86.9 cents now. Let's call it 87. And then really $1.41 is the barrier you need to break above. If you can't get above $1.41, first $1.11, but if you can't get above $1.41, you're going lower. It's just too new. It's too new to really have an opinion. The 4-hour makes it look like you want to go lower more or less immediately. So I am assuming you go lower. As far as how low could you go, perhaps you're near the end of it. Perhaps not, but okay, lower from here, but perhaps not lower than these lows. I would think maybe you go to 84.5 cents. You're at 87 cents now. Maybe you go to 82 cents, but I do think you'll hold a higher low and then work your way up. So that's that. But I could be wrong. It's a very new chart. That's the one that's probably the hardest to talk about in this whole one. So LTC USD, again, I don't know anything about it. Don't hate me if I'm talking bad about it, right? It could do very well. I'm doing a run through on this stuff, right? I'm not doing like a deep dive on any of this. So, and a lot of these coins I do already know about, so I kind of have a safer opinion on it, but that one's new. I don't know anything about it. Litecoin, $86 itself. It went all the way down to $80.63. Yes, I think that is the low. I think Litecoin has found its low. Holding above the 382 week after week, or day after day, I guess, is nice. Sorry, not week after week. Closing above it would be nice this week. Looking good on your weekly RSI, yes. Let's look for a move up to $94 to $97, $94 to $98 over the coming weeks and months. When you finally break above 100 and looks like $113 is that area, $115 maybe, 114. You're going to make a move up to 128 to 150. That is on the table. That is the task at hand to accomplish, is this zone here. But when will it happen? Will it go in a straight line like this and happen sometime in September of this year? Could it happen earlier and happen sometime in July or August of this year? I don't know, but it's probably months away before you see prices above 120 to 130. So, but all in all, yes, I think you found a low and you're moving up. Looking at the daily, yes, I think the next area you should watch for is about $94.30 to about $98. You're at $86 now. So good job, LTC. Vet VeChain, at the request of, oh, by the way, that was for Traveler LTC. VeChain for Nefarious Piranha. We're talking about VeChain and HBAR. Looking good, VeChain, actually. Looking pretty damn good. Looking like you found your low as well. Nice little rounding of the low and on the RSI here. The RSI is bearish, predominantly bearish, but I think you're turning a tide right here. I think this is the beginning of your breakout of this little consolidation phase right here. Low to high. 618 hit, beautiful, held the golden retracement zone. When you get above 4.06 cents, it's going to be on to a higher high, at which case I would look for, and I do think that's your low. I feel pretty confident in that. You have a lower low in your RSI, but a higher low in price. Bounced around the 40 area. Yeah, you look, oh man, yeah, you look good. higher lows throughout. You look really good. So I think, yes, you're probably going to move up to, you back tested previous areas of resistance. Yeah, bro, you're moving up at least to 63, 64 cents. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Not to get your hopes up there. I moved it over a decimal place. 6.4 cents to 7.7 cents. I'm sorry, man. That's like a joke where somebody like tells you you won the lottery, and they're like, haha, we just pre-recorded it. We taped over it. Yeah, man, that 1886, your deep extensions right there, 1886 and the 2272 line up with the 61869 of this area. That's beautiful. I think you are working your way up to 8.75 to 11 cents. You're at 3.5 cents now. So that being on the weekly would come over the weeks to months to happen probably by the beginning of Q3, I would think. Over the months. Yeah, looking good, VChain, looking good. HBAR, and this will be the one to finish it up. HBAR at about 11 cents there. Relative high to low. Looking fine, I think, on the monthly. Let's look at the weekly, though. Yeah, looking good. I like the RSI. I like the price action. You had that weird little bullish day with the BlackRock announcement, right, where they're going to use the HBAR blockchain for their RWAs. I mean, inevitably, yeah, you'll probably work your way up. That's your cycle high areas, $1.25 to $3.30. You're at about 10.98 now. I want to look how possible is that before I just start saying numbers. I didn't want to say it, but it was there. So you have 4 billion. You know, that kind of limits things, I suppose. 4 billion. And I did, yeah, I think you came out last cycle. I don't think you existed past that. We can check, but that'd be roughly a 10x, maybe like a 44x actually, because that's like an 11x. So 44 billion. That would put you over 100 billion if you were to see $3.30. That's your high expectation. I don't think you'll see that, but I could see a $1.25 to a $1.86 being on the table. Absolutely, I could. Right? Would it? That would put you over 100 billion. I'm pretty sure. I suppose you could see that 329. It is possible, but I'm looking more for a $1.25 to $1.86 by the end of the cycle. Relatively speaking, though, moving sideways, just boring, right? So very boring. You had your immense volume come in, people got shaken out, whatever, and now you're just being boring. I bet you'll get one little dump off and then you'll move up, right? That'll probably, you might even go lower than this, so I don't know if you will. The daily RSI looks very neutral, so it's hard to say, but it is in a bullish posturing. The 4-hour looks a little bit bearish. The 1 hour looks a little bit bearish. I'm going to stick with it. I do think you go a little bit lower from here. Low to high. I bet you go down to about 10 cents. About 10 cents. Find support there. Nice psychological level. And then you move up higher. Inevitably, yes, you will work past this high. You broke out of your consolidation phase, your accumulation phase. You're just waiting to get that next leg up. And where that next leg up is going to take you in the weeks to months to follow after you move to 10 cents around there, right? Doesn't have to be exactly 10 cents. You're looking to move to 20 cents, 25 cents, and beyond in the weeks to months to follow. Definitely within this year. But that's HBAR. That's all I got. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button. I'm going to give the win tonight. The win tonight goes to WS99 for CGPT. CGPT. WASSIE. You would have the win if you were verified on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, if you had some verification. But I will say, for anybody looking to throw $100 in the meme coin market, you want to hit the meme coin roulette table, WASSIE might be a good one to put some cash on. Not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I actually got like a few $100s in free airdrops today. So at least I think it is. I need to make sure it's not BS, but I'm pretty sure I did. And if I did, I might just put it in WASSIE because it looks like it wants to do some things right now. So, but again, the reason I'm putting that much money in there is because it's free money. It's literally like screw it, fugazi money that just came to me from thin air. So I don't care about it, right? I don't even have access to it yet. again, I might not even have it. If I don't have it, I'm not going to buy WASSIE, but this is all irrelevant stuff. But just long story short, be careful, okay? Be careful, especially when putting your money in coins that are not verified, okay? If you know something more than I do and you trust it more than what I'm laying it on, cool. Just because I'm being cautious does not mean that it's not a legit project. It really could be, but it's just not verified. So every scam that exists in crypto is probably not verified, right? And there are probably plenty of scams that are verified too, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily secure either. But just so you know, be aware. But yes, WS99, you get the win today out of a slew of requests, man. That's impressive. Good job. CGPT. Man, maybe I should do something where we start with like $100. And then every time we get a request video that's more than 20 coins, whichever one the winner is out of those coins, I'll just put $100 in there until like a week or two goes by. And maybe not the same $100, but like every request video, I'll just do like another 100 just for like funsies. And then whenever one of those does well, I could sell it. I don't know. It would be interesting to see. That'd be interesting to see. Anyways, take care. See you guys on the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe to see more. I'll see you. Bye-bye.